Chris Tui right now, who some of you may know. I've embedded this social element here that has links to all of my social elements. Right? It's kind of my social dashboard. But we've also extended that same capability to the documents themselves. So again, if I switch back to all documents and I click on my name here, I should get a business card pop-up, probably a Chrome limitation. So just to prove that it works, I'll minimize that. And we'll go into Internet Explorer. You can tell I haven't used this. And we'll log in. Now you see why I don't use Internet Explorer. All right, so now I'm logged in. If I hover over, come on, live demo's got to work. One more try we'll make here. This brings up the point of always testing multiple browsers. Here we go. So this is a custom control that I've added that when I hover over a name, I get this pop-up to enter or view the person's business card. And this will actually go out and pull, keep in mind I'm logged in as Chris Tui, the person's business card from Connections to allow me to interact with them socially. So from the document they've created, I can now explore, find out what's the profile of this person who created this document and what other things do they have. So what bookmarks have they shared? What other files have they shared? So this would allow me to look at the files that that person has shared that are outside of that particular document library. My internet connection appears to be a little slow, but you can see here I've linked it in this context to bleedyellow.com, which is another outside public Connections instance that you can register for and play with Connections. All right, so the way we did that was we downloaded the social enabler from the OpenNTF extension library social enabler project, and we simply embedded these custom controls into the all documents view here. So for example, if I search for this demo, basically, I just put in the link to the Connections server and I hard-coded my information so that I could get it up and running very quickly. But this could obviously be business logic as well. It's actually pulled from the context of the document. So it's really just that easy to put in this custom control, and it takes care of all of the logic of pulling it back. All right, switch back to my demo here. So the way that this works, just to kind of give you a visual of how it works, is basically through a series of panels that are embedded within each other to create this interaction at the view level without actually opening the documents. So we have kind of a core panel that contains an update panel that allows you to input new content for the comment and then displays within the view panel. So for example, taking that back here, again, what we've done is we've captured all of the information from the view, but we've also gone into the document and extracted some information there so we can display it without having to go through that model of opening a document, starting a reply, losing your context, typing in new information, saving that, coming back to the document you opened, having to close that, all those steps to get to back to the view level, we've made it very socially oriented. And really, you can think about extending this as much the same way that Facebook is done. Here's another demo that was worked up by one of our developers. This should look very familiar to those of you who use Facebook because it's basically the same model. He wisely called this one Xbook, but it allows status updates in much the same way that Facebook does, and as well as comments on those posts and linking to external sources. Again, this is all pulled from the database in real time as it's added. I've got a comments feed over here that's separate. So these are all, again, within an NSF, just using an XPages interface. Screenshots of that. All right, so that's just basically an overview of how you can take existing Notes applications and socialize them. Of course, giving a social demo, I'm available on social networks. You can go follow me out there if you'd like to, or find out more about GBS and a variety of social networks too. I'll leave that on the screen in case anyone wants to jot it down, and I'll pass it back to Dawn to open this up for questions.
And that concludes this edition of Group Talk. Thanks for watching. To engage in conversations with us, visit twitter.com/gbsnotes. To stay up to date, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/joingbs. And to watch entertaining and informative videos, visit youtube.com/gbsnotes. And don't forget, visit our website and send us an email at gbs.com and info@gbs.com. Thanks again.